Hey, Deutsch Babe? Oh, hey, comment section. What's up? That thumbnail and video title is a little bit clickbaity. Well, it was a little bit more cringe than it was clickbait. Yeah, well, it was pretty cringe then. My bad. Sorry about that. I promise I won't do it again in the future. Thanks, we appreciate it. Did you just wink at the camera? No. You did it again, I just saw you. No, I definitely didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Given the title and the thumbnail, you probably already know what the gist of the video is. I've been wanting to do a studio tour for quite a long time now, and I wanted to do it in our last house, but we ended up, deciding to move, and then we've been in this house now for about 2 years. And I wanted to wait until we got like the paint and got some carpet and stuff done in here, and that is done now. So we could do an office tour, but we're moving again. So clearly there's never really a good time to do a video like this, and so honestly, I'm just gonna do it. Fair warning, if continuity errors drive you nuts in YouTube videos, you're probably going to be really annoyed by this one, but if you want to see the whole setup, this is definitely the way to do it. As you'll see, this video is going to take place over multiple days leading up to our move from Arizona to Wisconsin. Yes, you heard that right. We are moving from Arizona back to our home state of Wisconsin. We absolutely love Arizona, but due to some unfortunate circumstances over the last few years, my wife and I have realized that we really want to be around family again, and so that's why, at this stage in our life, we are, ready to commit and, leave Arizona behind. As we go through everything, just keep in mind that we've been extremely busy lately. There's gonna be dust, there's gonna be stuff out of place, but just ignore it. I'm cleaning up everything before I pack it away so that I don't have to deal with it when we get to the new place. So yeah, just ignore all that and enjoy the rest of the video. So starting with basically the entire backside of the room here, we have Call of Duty Ghosts poster from 2013. Got that with a pre-order from Best Buy. That was their pre-order bonus, so I just put it in a frame, and it's only been on the wall once since then. So we need to find that thing a permanent home. We've got Wixan LED floodlights. These are if you ever watch stream or the videos or stuff, it kind of lights up the back wall here. I have my office light on right now, so it's not doing a very good job of it, but it looks better with the lights off. Got just a generic oil diffuser that I just use as an LED light mostly. I rarely put any oils in there. Extra Life. Why can't I think of the word? I mean, it's a lamp. Neon. There we go. Neon lamp, which for people who raised $2,000 in 2021 for Extra Life, got one of these lamps. I did not raise $2,000, but I have a hookup, and he hooked me up. So you know who you are. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I appreciate that light because it's really cool. Next up, we've got the Creality Ender 3 Pro, which I think I've done a couple things with that I might have referenced in some videos, but not a whole lot. I will say the Hatchbox PLA is what I've been using, and I've used their white and their black so far. It's been great. This is just a little IKEA lamp that I have up there for, so I can see the bed a little bit better. Speaking of the bed, we have the glass top, or glass bed. I bought this to replace the magnetic one that is over here on the side of my filing cabinet, because this works a heck of a lot better than that other one. It's probably hard to see, but I also upgraded the springs on here, and also these little knobs. So I'll put some links. I'm gonna put links for everything in my spreadsheet, my project spreadsheet, so that way you can see all of this stuff if you're interested in it. Some of you may not be. With the sim rig, that already has lots of dedicated
space in that spreadsheet, so everything here is pretty much there. Anyway, we got our awesome little IKEA cabinet. I'm gonna move back just a little bit so we can see it all. I have Govee LEDs kind of surrounding the back. You can see their yellowish color. Yeah, nothing too impressive, I guess. We got Minecraft Steve head. Over here we have a Surge can after they decided that they were going to stop canning Surge for the second time. I decided to buy some and I kept one, drank the others. We've got a KC You're on Mute, which is very good beer, but it had my name on it, so I had to save one. We've got the Thrustmaster T-Flight Hotas. I think that's how you pronounce that, whatever. Flight stick, just kind of hanging out in the background. Doesn't get a whole lot of use these days, but should probably get into some more flight games. I know I've got a bunch of them that I want to try out, so. Let's see, we got this little handheld gaming thing that I got from some buddies of mine. Should still, yeah, still turns on and everything. I don't know if you can really see that, but super simple games that you can just, play. It's just got an A and B button, so cool little thing. Like to display that. We've got some Starlink figures down here, as well as the game with the, I don't know if that's like a special edition. I think that's just how the game came. I should probably open it up one of these days and try it out, huh? That'd be cool. Over here we've got a couple of like action figure guys. Like there's a Ninja Turtle in the back there, kind of hard to see. And we got that pop figurine from, both of those came out of Loot Crate boxes. I used to do some Loot Crate back in the day. And we've got the Minecraft book, really good book if you're interested in kind of how Minecraft began. If you've ever been to Wisconsin Dells, I got this. Ooh, that's really dusty. Wow, that's bad. I got this in Wisconsin Dells so many years ago, and I just store stuff in it, so. All right, moving on. Like I said, pretty much everything for the sim rig is in the spreadsheet. So the only thing that's like not gonna be in there is the TV. If you're interested, it's an older TV. It's a Sony Bravia 43-inch that, let's see, that's probably 8 years old at this point. So it's nothing fancy. It's a 60 hertz TV. So for the PC that's pushing it, that's more than enough, which I'll probably talk about in future videos. But anyway, then we have our Logitech C920 webcam for streaming. Logitech 5.1 surround sound speakers. Those are also very old. So, they're not even made anymore. They've moved on since those days, but they're still really good speakers. Let's see, all the other equipment here is listed in the spreadsheet. So don't buy the NRG racing seat. Moving on, just kind of showing you behind the scenes here, we've got a blue snowball. I just use that for the sim rig streaming, so I don't have to try and move my Blue Yeti over here. On the back, we've got the Kinter amps that are running the bass shakers. Subwoofer for the Logitech speakers. I've got a little Raspberry Pi here tucked in, not so gracefully, that basically, like if you've watched streams or videos, it kind of just shows the Deutsche Bank logo in the background here. That way I don't always have to have the PC on, because that gets very hot. So don't mind the big nest of wires over here. After we get moved, that's gonna be cleaned up. So yeah, just ignore that. Don't mind. So without going over all of the specifics of the sim rig, I think that's pretty much it for all this stuff over here. And all of it needs to come down. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that.
So this is my main gaming desk, and I'm starting off kind of far away just so you can see like what that whole setup looks like. But as we get closer here, I've got my center monitor here, which is a Acer Predator XB2. That is a 27-inch G-Sync monitor that does 1080p up to 200. Whoa, I can't even talk. 240 hertz. It's been pretty awesome. Like, can't really complain with a monitor like that. Does good things, and I like it. On each side we have two Acer monitors. Both are the same. They are, or sorry, not Acer, Asus. They are Asus VC279s, so they are 27-inch monitors, and they both do 60 hertz. So nothing too fancy, but all around they're pretty decent monitors for, you know, sitting off to the side. Keyboard here, we got the G910. Can't really complain with that either. All the LEDs work on that one. I have another one over here, and I'll get to this setup in a second, but you can kind of see the LEDs are out of sync and it drives me nuts. But otherwise the keyboard itself works great, so, you know, there's that. Hanging down off the side over here, you can see that I've got my headset there, which is the Logitech G935s. They're okay. I'm probably gonna switch from Logitech when I'm ready for another one, but I mean, for now, it does the trick, so I can't complain. Let's see what else we got. So we got Razer mouse pad, Xbox One controller, generic foot pedal. I actually use that as a mute button for the streaming rig, so technically not part of the gaming setup, but also, you know, part of the gaming setup, so yeah. Here we've got the Blue Yeti with the, it actually was part of the Yeti caster package, so it comes with like the big mic arm there that you can see. It comes with the shock mount there, and yeah, it's got a nice little like desk clamp. Like, this thing is awesome compared to some of the other mic arms I've had, so pretty satisfied with that. You can see these ring lights I have, one on each side. They're just like, I don't know, they're like 20 bucks on Amazon or something like that. So they work relatively well, but I think, you know, if one or both of them die at some point, that's when I'm going to replace them with like a nicer one, like maybe an Elgato key light or some other key light from another company that has, you know, some cool integrations. I guess we'll just have to see what's out there when that time comes. Up over the top here, I've got, that's my camera mount for the Sony ZV-1, which is the camera I'm recording with right now. One of my friends, you know who you are, bought one of those, and it's pretty awesome. Like, it holds this camera spectacularly, and you can see it just kind of like clamps on right here, and like that's all there is to it. Like, it's so solid. It's really great. Oh, I forgot to talk about the mice. So mice, this is a, I think it's a G500 Hero. I believe that's what that is. And I actually think that's what the one is over there on that desk as well. So there's that. And then I've got this little guy right here, which is a G602. I don't even, I think I got it really cheap, that's why I bought it, but that's hooked up to the streaming rig. And then I just have a generic wireless, well, not generic, it's a Logitech, but it's an old Logitech wireless keyboard that I use for the streaming rig. Yeah, let's go. I think that's everything over here. We'll get to the PCs underneath in just a sec, but I think that's everything. Oh, we do have the Stream Deck over there, which was probably pretty obvious to, you know, anybody who's watching. So Stream Deck. But yeah, let's go over here. So this is my work setup, and the Asus monitor is the same as these other two guys over here. That is my personal monitor. And then I've got two HP monitors, HP laptop, docking station, Logitech G500, those are also mine. Did I say that already? I feel like I talked about these already. Anyway, so I love those headsets. I love that headset. I actually like those better than the 935s, so I don't know, is what it is, but I like it. Vornado, do not buy that fan. It is a crap fan, and it's way too expensive for what it is. Doesn't move a lot of air. Random SteelSeries Diablo mouse pad. I don't even know where that came from. We got ourselves a cheapy Dell keyboard and mouse. Those are just wireless mouse and keyboard, because this monitor on the side here is actually hooked up to that laptop. And the reason for that is because if I'm like doing work stuff and I want to, you know, listen to music or something like that, I can, you know, bring it up on this monitor. I can listen to a podcast or whatever, and then it's not like I'm not doing that on my work PC, because I don't want to do stuff like that on my work PC. Let's see. I mean, that's a pretty simplistic setup, so I guess, you know, that's kind of it. I guess I can talk about the desks real quick. So the desks are from Autonomous. I have 2 desks and my wife actually has one. We absolutely love these desks because they are adjustable. And so that's very nice. Like when you're working during the day or whatever, you can just, you know, lift them up or down. And yeah, it's great. I also have one of their filing cabinets. Sorry, you're looking directly at the red light. Filing cabinets are pretty good. I think I have some sort of code for these desks. I don't know if it's a discount code or what it is, a referral code. If I have something, I'll leave it down below, but to be honest, I don't even know what it is, so who cares? So moving on, we've got this IKEA shelf here, which has a bunch of cool stuff on it. We've got the Synology NAS, which is all of my backups. I've got the Google Home Mini, which I use to turn on and off my LED lights, and that's pretty much the only purpose that thing serves. I might find something cool to do with it someday, but I mean, it's kind of just there because I got it for free one day. I have a APC battery backup for the NAS, so if power ever goes out and that thing starts running low on battery, it'll shut off my NAS, which is really cool. All my networking equipment is Ubiquiti, so I have a Ubiquiti 24-port switch. Let's see if I can get in here and take a look at the front. So there's not much plugged into it right now, but yeah, 24-port PoE switch, which is pretty sweet. Access points throughout the house. I also have Ubiquiti router, and I'm trying to think of what else I have. I think that's pretty much it. Let's see, what else am I missing? Oh yeah, the thing behind me. Boom. So this is the Herman Miller Logitech collab chair. I ended up buying this when the thing that we do not speak of on YouTube showed up in 2020 and everybody started working from home. So I got that because it was actually a little bit cheaper than just the regular version of the same chair. So I just went with the Logitech one. It wasn't much, it was like 50 bucks cheaper, 100 bucks cheaper or something, but still. And this is by far the best investment I've ever made, because like it's expensive, but you know, when you sit at a desk for 8 hours a day for work and then your hobby also happens to be like PC gaming and streaming and YouTube, like it's such a good investment. I absolutely love it. All right, so now we can get to the main event, which gonna be honest, a little bit difficult to see here, but so we've got our streaming PC right here, which the fun, colorful side is up against the wall, so you can't really see anything. Okay, well, anyway, this machine is the streaming rig, and I think I built this actually on a stream or on a YouTube video. I think it was a stream, but anyway, this thing has been solid. It is a, the box itself is actually a Cooler Master Box Q300L, something like that. I'll put it down in the description down below with a bunch of other parts. All the other stuff here too, I'll list that if anybody is, you know, interested and wants to take a look at the stuff I'm using. But that has a Ryzen 7 2700X 8-core at 3.7 gigahertz. It has 16 gigs RAM, GTX 970. It's not super powerful because I'm using the CPU for encoding, so it's just kind of in there. Has a 500 gigabyte HP EX900 SSD. And then, I don't know if you can probably see the back, but I've got a Elgato 4K 60 Pro Mark II in there. So maybe I can get a little closer. Should be able to see it. It's the very bottom one there. And then I also have just like a little cheapy $20 capture card that is going to the camera I'm holding right now for when I'm streaming. So that has been very solid for a $20 capture card. Like, can't complain about that. All right, so then last but not least, we have the PC where all of the magic happens. So this is the gaming rig, and it is built in a CMT 340 case. Might be able to see in there, there's a Corsair H100i V2 cooler. Motherboard is a ASRock X99 Tai Chi. Let's see, processor. What is the processor? Processor is i7-6850K. So that's 6 cores, 3.6 gigahertz, I'm pretty sure. In terms of hard drives, you're probably not going to see much in there because they are both, well, I have a 960 Evo NVMe. That's, yeah, you probably won't see it, but it's, maybe you can see it a little bit. It's in there. And then we also have I have a 1 terabyte Samsung 860. And then the top one there, it's hard to tell on the camera screen if it's actually, yeah, it's picking it up. So that one is a, oh man, I forgot what that one was. I think that was an HP. It's 1 terabyte drive, just for some extra storage. But my memory should probably be RGB at this point, which it is not. So that is like, I'm not even a gamer. That is, anyway, 32 gigabytes of G-Skill Ripjaws, DDR4, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't know if there's really anything else to talk about. I think I have a 1000-watt Roseville power supply in there. That thing has just been, like, honestly rocking forever, so, like, I haven't had any issues with it, so, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But, yeah, that's like the gaming setup, the work setup. And you guys have already seen all the other stuff, so that's all I got.
Je serai le président de tous les Français.
Well, we are officially off. Driving the moving truck, got the car behind me, and now I got a stoplight coming up, so probably gonna have to set my phone down here, unless everything just goes smoothly through here. A lot of weight behind me. Got a Stuart with me, who I'm not gonna show right now because I don't want to hit anything in this intersection, but yeah, and it probably also sounds like a wind tunnel in here, which is, you know, great. So, I'm sure that's great for audio quality. But, yeah, we're on the road, and we got 3 days of driving ahead of us, so this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. All right, everybody. So I didn't really film anything yesterday besides some of the journey that you saw, but yeah, yesterday we drove from Mesa, Arizona to I should say we stopped in New Mexico for lunch. Just stopped at like a truck stop place, had a Dairy Queen there. They also had a really cool sign, which I'll pop up somewhere on the screen next to me, that I thought was pretty funny. So yeah, we stopped there for lunch and then pretty much drove like until I think 8:30 or something last night. And then we stopped at a Quality Inn that was basically at the border of New Mexico and Colorado. So we did that, and the reason I didn't really film anything is because we have 3 dogs with us, so they were a little bit bananas, and it was just a lot to try and like get them under control and like get them, you know, fed and watered and get us fed and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why you didn't see anything from yesterday. Today we are we actually just made it to Kansas, so we left gotta slow down here. Yeah, we left New Mexico, went through Colorado, just got to Kansas, and I'm not exactly sure how much further we're planning to go today. Like we're probably gonna go to, for sure, Nebraska, but we might also keep going into Iowa. We'll have to see how we're feeling, but yesterday was kind of brutal, so I guess enjoy the road trip and until I check in again. All right, everybody. Well, it's day 3, and we are driving through Iowa right now, and we'll make it to Wisconsin today. So that's awesome because I'm very sick of driving. Last night we stayed in Omaha, which if you were downtown Omaha last night and saw a 16-foot box truck pulling a Mustang driving through, that might have been me. Kelly and I both had our GPS directions take us to the wrong spot for the hotel, so that was awesome. But yeah, we managed to find a hotel for the night, and everything was all good. And now we're back on the road. I'd say we're about a quarter of the way through our trip, you know, from Iowa to Wisconsin. So we'll be there in a few hours, and then we'll be able to sign for the house. So, pretty excited. All right, well, we are here, so I think we should go inside and check things out.